before empires were written into history, before maps had borders, before the world was connected by roads and machines. There were people who mastered the ocean, not with steel ships, not with engines, but with stars, wind, waves, and courage. They crossed vast seas in wooden boats. They followed constellations instead of compasses. And they carried with them language, culture, and life itself. They were the Austronesians, the greatest seafarers of the ancient world, and one of their most important homelands was the ancient Philippines. This is the story of how the ancestors of Filipinos became masters of the ocean and changed half the planet forever. Before we jump in, make sure you smash that like and subscribe. It helps a lot. The Austronesians were not a single tribe. They were a vast family of peoples connected by language, technology, and seafaring skill. Thousands of years ago, around 4,000 to 5,000 years before present, Austronesian-speaking peoples began spreading across the seas. From Taiwan to the Philippines, to Indonesia, to the far reaches of the Pacific Ocean, and even as far as Madagascar in Africa. This makes the Austronesian expansion the largest maritime migration in human history. And the Philippines? It became a central crossroads of this oceanic world. The ancient Philippines was never isolated, with over 7,000 islands. Early Filipinos grew up surrounded by water. The sea was not a barrier, it was a highway. Ancient Austronesians in the Philippines built sophisticated boats like the balangay, large wooden vessels stitched together with fiber ropes instead of metal nails. These boats were flexible, strong against waves, perfect for long-distance travel. They could carry entire families, livestock, tools, and crops across open oceans. This is why ancient Filipinos were not just fishermen. They were navigators, traders, explorers, and settlers. How did they cross thousands of kilometers of open sea? Without compasses or GPS, they read nature itself, the position of the sun and stars, the movement of clouds, the color and pattern of waves, the flight paths of birds, even the smell of land carried by the wind. This knowledge was passed down orally from elder to child, generation after generation. To the Austronesians, the ocean was alive, something to be respected, not conquered. Wherever Austronesians sailed, they carried more than people. They spread rice farming, coconut cultivation, pottery styles, tattoo traditions, boat-building knowledge, oral epics, and chants. Many Filipino traditions today, from tattoos to boat festivals to sea-based rituals, trace their roots back to this ancient maritime culture. Even Filipino languages belong to the Austronesian language family, spoken today by over 400 million people worldwide. That means when Filipinos speak, they echo a voice that once crossed oceans. Ancient Austronesians were not passive sailors. They were traders exchanging jade, shells, and gold, warriors defending their waters and raiding rivals, explorers settling distant islands. Long before European colonizers arrived, Filipino ancestors were already connected to China, Southeast Asia, the Pacific Islands. The Philippines was part of a vast maritime network, thriving centuries before colonial history began. Today, their boats are gone. Their maps were never written, but their legacy survives. It lives in Filipino resilience, love for the sea, island communities, languages, songs, and myths, and the unbreakable connection between land and water. The Austronesians proved something powerful. You don't need empires to change the world. Sometimes, all you need is courage and the ocean. Long before the world knew the name Philippines, its people already ruled the waves. They were the great seafarers, the bridge between islands, the ancestors of the sea, and their story is our story. If you enjoyed this journey into ancient history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because there are still many forgotten stories beneath the waves.